It's your boy Munchables coming at you with another co-stream.
The coach narrative goes hard on this one. You've seen the memes about Crescent, right?
About him like flaming players.
I mean, they want him fired.
Oh.
Like the entire fan base wants him gone. I think everyone's hated BSYY since 2015. Are you familiar with the 2015 BSYY lore?
No.
So 2015, he was the official coach for LGD, but allegedly behind the scenes, like homie was coaching both LGD and Vici Gaming, right? Because they were kind of like pseudo partner orgs at the time, and LGD was doing very well, but then there was like an announcement about that happening and that conflict, so he was no longer allowed to like quote-unquote shadow coach LGD, and there was like a very public kind of fallout about like the players and the management didn't think Crescent was a good coach.
Right.
He was known as BSYY, and then on stage, obviously, like at Worlds, LGD had that like 1-in-5 group stage run.
Yeah.
So since then, he's been on like just around the scene on a bunch of teams like BSYY, and fans kind of hate him a lot. And they still hate him. With the LNG loss to TS, where they just got completely rolled, there was like a lot of fan posts about hard firing him. Meanwhile, on the RNG side, Let Me publicly stepped down so that he could basically just go back to streaming, and then Kendrew came back in.
Yeah.
So, and obviously there was the thing about him being like very hard on the players, etc. So it's very interesting. Whereas like BSYY's reputation is he's like more of the guy who sits in the back and does like the vibe check, you know? So it's a very interesting coach narrative for this series.
So is BSYY... I don't see him on like the league media or anything like that.
BSYY, his name is Crescent now.
Oh, it's the same person. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Same one.
So back to draft then. Let me just double check the camera's in the right place. So Nautilus, Ashe, Varus banned, Lucian banned as well. So Kalista, Prio, AD carry locked in. Senna is the answer. Udyr top for the Cassante. I'm kind of surprised to see LNG lock in the Cassante into Udyr, honestly.
The Udyr, I mean the Udyr, you don't think Udyr's good into Cassante?
No, I think Udyr's good into Cassante.
Yeah,
Cassante wasn't locked, right? They blind the Udyr and then Cassante's picked into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of normal to see the matchup though, because Cassante still has a lot of utility in team fights. It will be very annoying. You just have to accept that you're losing bot, but you're losing bot and you have Kalista or Nada who should, in most matchups, always just get Prio on first wave if Ashe is banned anyway, so it's fine.
So, Graves jungle as well, without the Karma.
Yeah. I hate the Graves jungle in general. I feel like, I don't know, it actually is so short range, and if you're playing into Renata, bad. And if you're building like lethality Graves and Cassantes on the enemy team, it's really hard.
It's kind of funny really as well, because I don't feel like Wei has been really leaning into carry jungles so much this split. He's had a few games of like, he had one game of Viego, one game of Ram, one game of Nocturne, played a bit of the Xin Zhao, but then it's been like Vi, Sichuani, Jarvan, you know. I feel like that's more the style I think of for Wei.
What is Kenju's drip? That suit is so crazy.
Dude, yeah. I've seen it before, he's worn it on stage before.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's weird. It kind of looks like those, you know, those like glitter pen things that kids get? They're like a super fat ballpoint.
Yep.
Yeah. Or like glitter paint or something.
I like okay, so yeah, Wei has I think had a hard time, and I think I've had.
Are we picking Ornn here?
I don't know. Yeah, Ornn. They did this on an Ornn ball lane. Remember?
Yeah. Was that these guys?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Was it them or was it the team they were playing?
I don't remember who it was, but I don't think it was them.
Trying to remember.
But we did see Senna on, and actually it worked. It did work.
It was either against RNG or RNG. I need
I
to.
think it was against them then, because I've got their pick ban's history up. The one thing that I will say in that game as well is Senna essentially just swapped top to sit with Udyr and farm, and Ornn solo laned bot. So it might be that
Yeah,
Ming
that's
kind
more
of
or
just
less what
solo
I mean.
2v1's bot on Ornn.
That is how they played it. Yeah, it was against them. It was RA actually.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. They played the Senna Ornn bot lane, and I remember because Ornn got dove and they took the tower super early because they played Varus Ashe.
Yeah.
And they actually like stopped the lane, but it didn't matter because
Yeah.
Ornn versus like double immobiles actually just ran over them. So
Yeah, exactly. It was a really weird game, honestly, but
Mhm.
okay, Talia of Tangen. I don't know how I feel about this draft, because I feel like on the one hand, the damage kind of feels a bit low with Senna and Talia, but then you've got Graves in the jungle to try and make up for that. I feel like LNG's draft is a bit more Exodia, though, to be honest.
I actually think Talia does a lot of damage. I feel like Talia, in my opinion, right now is like just potentially the most OP champ in the game. She just has so much zone control, and then still she does a lot of damage. She has good range with Q, and it's very hard to play into her. I think if you're playing Callista into Talia, you want to cry like continuously.
Yeah, true.
So I think Talia is just a very good champ. I think they picked it away from. Was Vi picked earlier? I was actually looking at RNG's match history. So fourth pick. Was it picked? Was it picked away from the Vi, or had Vi been picked before it? That was mostly what I was asking.
I think the Talia was last pick.
Okay.
But
So then,
yeah, Talia was last pick, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, knew the whole.
Yeah. Okay. So then it wasn't necessarily picked away because Hui was picked earlier too. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the sudden pry on Graves, we're not sure either. We've just been discussing that.
They do have Exodia, but in terms of early pick champs, but does LNG?
Yeah, they're not exactly known for their early
game?
pressure. Yeah,
That's the real question.
it's kind of crazy to think how like low tier of a matchup this is in terms of LPL right now, and yet how high tier the talent pool in this game is.
Yeah.
Like these are like literally legendary players in this game, and yet somehow we're like both on 2 wins, like struggling to get more.
Yeah.
CRG might be slightly more than that.
I mean,
oh no, they're not.
Yeah, both teams have world champions.
Yeah, literally.
It's very funny.
Kind of amazing. And
Both teams have
MSI champions
MSI
mixed in there, yeah. Actually, yeah, it's Gala versus Ming. This is old MSI
Gala
buddies.
versus Ming. It's Scouts versus
Thank you, big matchup.
RNG. So you know, good times.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, yeah, it's Breathe versus Gala as well.
Yep.
Because obviously Breathe was on the. Wait, no, it was Bin. It was Bin. It wasn't Breathe.
I mean, Breathe was on the spring team, no? And then no, Ben was on the spring team.
No. It was Bin that won MSI, and then they
yeah.
And then Breathe subbed in for Summer.
Yeah.
Say subbed in was traded. You know what I mean? All right, let's talk League of Legends. So, Wei starting bot side. I'm not surprised to see him pathing away from Ornn Senna in the slightest. Wei has done the Raptor start, so he can potentially do the full clear into level 5 for the Grubbies.
Yeah, the classic, get 1 Grubby and then go down and fight Drake.
We'll see what is who gets prior between Hui and Talia. I feel like maybe Talia, but I don't actually know.
I think Talia. Honestly, it depends on how good you are at Hui. I feel like I think a lot of Hui matchups depend on how good you are at Hui, but normally Talia does, yeah.
Yeah. I feel like level 1 at least Talia, just your Q is just good and low cooldown.
Oh, camera again. Got it. Thank you. I think Quay gets prio after the level 1, but it usually
Yeah.
depends on how good you are at Quay. 'Cause I feel like Quay can get prio in almost like any matchup. This is Gallop review. I need to change the name.
Nice ward from, I don't even know who placed that. That's a really deep ward to get early on in the game, though. So full info that Wei Wei's down on the bottom side. So Wei, oh god, I didn't even notice. It's fucking Wei versus Wei Wei. This match every single year, or twice every year.
Oh, hang on, you gotta okay.
Oh, good fear.
Flash.
Oh,
The wave is a bit fucked.
yeah, just a bit.
But he has TP. It's chill.
It's not that chill. It's chill-ish, I would say.
It's chill STP. It's fine, you know.
Wait. What a way to go.
Have you had Tongyuan before?
If I had him?
Yeah.
Is it a food?
Yeah, it's a dessert. It's like a dumpling.
Oh.
It's like a dumpling dessert. It's very common during, I think, Lantern Festival.
Oh, maybe then. But if I have, I didn't know that that's what it was called or whatever.
I think it's very delicious. It's like the superior dessert. So I always think of that when I see RNG play.
Oh, I have, and I did not enjoy it.
Oh, you thought I asked?
It's kind of like mochi, right? It's a sort of similar vibe to mochi, not really, but sort of.
Oh, you think the Chinese commentary is too loud?
Oh.
I'm trying to balance. Is that better, guys? I'm trying to balance the audio because I have to turn you up and not. That should be better, right, guys? We're good?
Hopefully it's all good. Alright, so Grub's coming up, 15 seconds. Drake also coming up, though. Way on the bottom side, actually gets a ward on the Drake as well. As so far, I guess it's a much easier matchup than the Ashe Varus, but Senna staying actually in the bottom lane for the time being.
It's a bit it is a bit easier, but also I feel like they're not. It's a bit easier, but it's still really hard. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I guess what I mean by easier is not like it's more like they can kind of farm under tower a little bit easier than against Ashe Varus. Like you're not getting poked out under tower as much.
There's definitely, if like the jungle plays it well, then there's way more Dagda, right? So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so they're just gonna get all three instead of just one, and then they did have LW extra rotate for it.
Look at all these souls, man.
Kind of crazy that the bot lane also rotated for it. Because I feel like as close to you just play for the wave bot here. Oh, I mean, Ming is trolling a bit.
Or winning, maybe.
Gonna definitely go with the trolling. But yeah.
Yeah, not ideal. Scout is low, though. Okay, spiraling despair. Elf Pix really wants it. Nice juke on Wei Wei, though. Okay, Gala moves up. That's enough.
Jackie loves Senna is the only Senna that doesn't roam because he's the best Senna, and he knows that he can win lane.
I honestly think Senna is a way stronger laner than most teams and players acknowledge. Especially when you're with like Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench can be so aggressive early in the laning phase. Once you have serrated Dirk, you trade really hard.
Yeah, but before serrated Dirk, you still have a really long time where you're getting gapped super hard.
Not if you're Jackie, love.
True. Oh, I like the swap. The swap's nice, honestly. Like, I really like the swap with the Ornn, because if Ornn just farms solo here, he'll ding 6, like, really early. And then he can clear wave with ulti, so you are up-tempo in the swap always.
Yeah, this is 4 plates taken.
Yeah.
And in other incredible news, not necessarily for RNG, but My wife brought me back a mega donut from the shop. Life
Oh,
is fucking
sick.
good.
Yeah, excellent news.
Okay, here we go. Can they dive Ming? The ultimate question. He has
Yeah, he didn't
exhaust
get
and
sick
Gala's
yet.
tanking, so no might be the
Yeah.
answer, but they can just redive.
Slight miscalculation on the level 6 timing.
Oh wait, Hung dies? Oh my god. 1 for 1.
They trade 1 for 1, but there's still 3 plates on the tower too, so it's not like it's slam dunk turret trade.
Yeah.
Do we get the tier? Yeah, the Warhorse energy drink stat. Yes, 38%. Okay.
Oh, I think you're a bit ahead of me actually.
38% first tower win rate.
Wow. Amazing RNG.
Insane. Today is a day.
Today is a day. We have had some games of League of Legends. I actually feel like this could turn into a good game later on. We've
Yeah,
got
it's
reasonable
not-
scaling
I
on both
mean,
teams.
It depends on your definition of a good game.
I want them to team fight. And I want it to be
I want
close.
them I want them to fight each other and punch each other in the face as much as possible, and I feel like every LNG game is the opposite of that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The new conglomerate in chat says, in whose favor is this game rigged? The game is hopefully not rigged at all. That's not how sports is meant to work. I would say theoretically RNG are probably the favorite in the series, but I don't have much faith in either team.
Oh, you have RNG as the potential favorite, or I think a lot of people still think LNG is just gonna turn it on at some point.
Yeah.
I'm very skeptical.
Yeah.
And I like RNG's draft overall, because we talked about this before. It's like Senna is eventually gonna outrage you. It has so much control over Kalista.
I just love all Ornn comps. I think Ornn is so underplayed at the minute. Personally.
There we go. Oh, actually something's happening. He tapped out at the bad time.
Okay, we got 5 grubs. We don't get the 6th. Good contest on the end from LNG, but the fact that you still get 5 means
Yeah, 5's still really
it's
good.
still great. And RNG have just been playing the map infinitely better than LNG right now.
Yeah, which is sad because I did a breakdown of how terrible their map play was today on making the rounds. So it just says awful things about LNG, honestly. But it just, I mean, they are basically just copying the strat that RA used against them. So with the Ornn swap, the Senna Ornn and the Ornn swap.
It is kind of funny that this went well against them, so like, we'll do that.
Yeah, this is mine now. I was like the story behind the Doggo Remus, which was allegedly like Karsa was talking to Doggo and said that someone had stomped them with like Remus bot.
Oh my god.
So Doggo just decided they would play it, and they clearly had no idea how to execute the strat, so it went terribly.
I mean, was Karsa even telling the truth? Was this just a meme?
Yeah.
Did
It was
Karsa just
a
like
meme.
sell him down the river?
He could, but I mean, Remus bot is actually somewhat popular in solo queue in NA.
I mean, I can see the value. Honestly, even in that game, like I actually could see the value of the Rammus. They just obviously didn't play around it.
They
all.
played around it really terribly, and they shouldn't play it with Yumi, in my opinion. So, yeah.
I just want to update everyone. This donut is magnificent. Thank you for
Nice. I don't have anyone to bring me scones. However, I do have LPO and way too much free time to make photoshops. Anyway, okay.
All right, all in on Tangyuan. Shield comes out. Blastcone is there. Spiring the spell.
Nice. We got the ulti.
Drake for a
Ornn
kill.
comes out and does a call. Nice. Okay. Good times.
We're gonna try and get out of here.
Oh, really sick Renato ult. Holy shit.
Oh boy. I'm kind of surprised that RNG continued like committing at that point. I feel like just fucking flee.
I feel like you don't want to contest this dragon. Like versus Callista, and you just don't want to contest this dragon. But whatever, it's cool. To each their own.
They got at least they got the Drake, because it would have been a fucking disaster if they hadn't.
And this was like a cute little play from Scout and Weiwei, right? Where they basically stand in the line brush, which I usually say is useless, but if you have like super long range engage like Violet, it's okay. Yeah, they don't just run for their lives. I think it is, in fairness, because of the flank angle that they got on them. Really difficult to run for your lives there, but
yeah.
I will say that.
I feel like you could try and run mid though, you know, rather than just commit to the fight. But, I mean,
I also feel like they just pulled Drake without good control of the area, and you're not gonna get good control of the area. So I feel like you just concede at least until third Drake probably with this draft.
Okay, the donut is done. I'm locked in now. I'm actually focusing properly.
Nice.
Hey, LNG, they're fucking loving this game. They may have lost the grubs, but 2,000 gold lead, I think you'll take it.
That was like a really cute play from them, I think. The setup.
Like hunting for a pick before the actual objective, rather than just playing for the objective.
RNG still ahead in plates. Thank you, turret. Very important.
I feel like RNG just really can't contest anything now for a while. Like,
yeah, it kind of depends. I think if they have Udyr and this is not in the fight, but they need to mostly just do what they did early in terms of the map and just keep making trade plays and use like Ornelt, Udyr, Empowered Phoenix to basically just like stall out any trades LNG try to make and try to play for map control. But currently this is not working out for them. They're basically behind in 2 lanes because of Rift Herald.
But at
not
least
much
they
they
get a
can do about it. But now there's no Rift Herald, so should be easier at this point.
Tango obviously thought that they were really gunning for him. Actually ults out. He's fine. So,
yeah.
2,000 gold lead, but at least we get something on the map. That's both tier 1s on the outside, taken for RNG at least, so a bit of a silver lining there.
See, we always say, you know, like, if you have more turrets up, it's just extra standing gold. So,
it does depend.
More gold available for you to secure, you know? This is just the thought process.
Not inherently wrong. I will say as well, Scout on Hui, 2-0-1 so far. I feel like Scout has been one of the players that I've been the most disappointed with on LNG this year, so I really want Scout to have a good series today. He's had some really wacky plays across the course of this split.
I feel like the meta is also just inherently bad for Scout. Like, you're playing these mobile, stationary mages.
I feel like Scout's Azir is one of the picks he's kind of known for.
It is what he's known for, but I feel like his understanding of spikes needed to go through a lot of power spikes.
Well,
hung on. See, yeah, we got a quick one. We got a quick one.
Jesus Christ, LNG, what are we doing?
Senna scaling. I don't know if RNG. Yeah. Okay.
This is a fucking disaster for LNG. Scout just gets got out. Hung, good ultimate, but kind of hard to fuck that ultimate up, to be honest.
That was a good quick play by RNG. I think, like, the longer this game goes, the better it is for Senna Ornn, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Like, where is the one saving grace they have?
I have a question. So, with Senna, actually, let's look at the replay first. This guy just pushed up to, I mean... Udyr just runs at you. CC does nothing.
Exactly. You have to flash and you still die. Usually.
Yeah. So with the Senna, do you think there's any argument for like Kraken Slayer kind of builds that we've seen previously. I feel like there are so many games where we just get full lethality center. I guess when you're going fasting center, you don't really have the gold for crit items, but in these games going longer, I feel like you kind of need.
I think with lethality is just inherently better on her now. I think with I think on 14.4 with the new some of the changes, like opportunities is better. Obviously that's 2 patches ahead of this. It's just I'm NA pilled, so I have to study 14.4. Anyway. So I think that there's something there, but I mean, Bloodsong works very well for her. Lethality in general is pretty strong, and she still does absurd amount of damage to tanks, even with lethality build, and it's super cheap. So I don't know. I don't think that there's like a very good argument for Kraken right now. But maybe.
Extreme pros. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. I feel like if farming center existed, or you had a way of getting more gold, it could be good as well. But it's very
like
hard
the
to
main
get.
argument
God.
for just going like full 80 lethality and not Kraken to go like attack speed is gonna be like you just lose healing and a lot of utility, right? So
Yeah.
But so your Graves Senna combo is less good. Udyr? But who knows?
I think you're pretty far ahead of me at this point, but yeah, Breathe is dead. What is going on in this game? People are just walking around and dying now.
Yeah, my chat is talking about how it's BSYY diff, and every team BSYY coaches has terrible macros, so there you go.
I mean, based on that top esports squad that he famously coached, not inherently wrong. Oh man.
BSYY is Coach Crescent.
It's really, really depressing, but I feel like I have. Why are we zooming in on a hung? I mean, he's doing absolutely nothing, but.
We attribute the TES having terrible macro to XX, actually.
Maybe it was a team effort.
Yeah, because Nelson, the former LNG coach, came on stream and told the story about how XX would always tell, when he was on TES, would always tell the team that they have to like force mid. Because either, you're ahead and you win the mid fight, or you're behind and you get back into the game by forcing mid. So
it's like MLXG.
That's just XX macro.
Delicious coffee. Okay, so LNG were massively ahead, and it looked like a free win. Then they kind of got caught out a couple of times. To be fair, the bot play was pretty decent from RNG, but then Weiwei just getting caught a red for no reason is kind of unfortunate. But they do still have Gala, who is on 2.5 items, on Kalista, more than 10 CS per minute. He can carry this game, and Scout's on 2 items on Hui as well. This is still, even with the last couple of minutes going a little sideways, this is still very much in favor of LNG, honestly. As of right now.
Oh.
Oh, Scout. I take
like,
it all back.
Scout.
I take
Meanwhile,
it all back.
I'm enjoying the catch. Let's go. RNG, everyone TP.
Remember that time when I said, Hui's in a really strong spot, LNG are the favorites right now? Yeah. Okay, we're going pretty deep for this one. Good knockback, though. Gala can carry this.
Completely zoned for this fight. Nice stopwatch.
Oh my god, Breed's just 1v1 Gala.
Oh! LWXs cannot really approach the fights.
Breed is actually just 1v3ing this.
I mean, yeah, it's just Udyr things.
Oh my god. What the? How is this winnable? This is ridiculous. Reed literally just walked at them menacingly. There's nothing they could do. The fact that Scout got picked so early on, he was actually able to TP and rejoin the fight.
Yeah, we see a lot of these. And I think I like Udyr because it's just, you know, your ultimate fantasy is just running into 5 people and not dying. So
Udyr Renata, the ultimate combo.
see, look at just how disgustingly broken Talia is. It's actually crazy. I swear I hardly ever see the knockups miss.
Yeah,
Feels so forgiving.
I mean, on the one hand, Talia's knockup is a knockup, and that's good. But I feel like literally any champion with CC in that spot, Scout dies. I feel like that is
Well,
more
yeah,
just
but I'm
Scout
saying in
running it.
general, like, I swear I never see that knockup miss, like, ever. Like, the fucking Talia gets it every time. The
Okay.
cooldown's too low as well.
Desperation stations for LNG. They start the Baron. It's answered. They stop the Baron. Ming brings the spiraling despair into the gang.
We use the spiraling despair
shield.
on the support, so really.
Reed's still just chilling on the front line.
Yeah,
Ming
really
dead, no
is.
TP. Could be an opportunity for LNG to try
Fine.
and force a fight via Baron.
Reed is fine, LWX is fine, Talia is fine. Boy, was taking the Baron by quite a bit. Nice AoE from... did they just lock themselves out of the Baron pit? What the fuck, Tony? Anyway.
Oh no! Really good ult from Hung as well to deny them, but Taguyen, man, absolute MVP for LNG. Oh my
crazy.
god, that was incredible. There are so few good Talia ults in LPL. It's actually amazing. That was miraculous.
That was a decision. That was a choice that got made.
The Baron flip looking scary. Honestly, I don't even mind the flip from LNG just because you have the Kalista, right? Like, Kalista's Rend, if you're hitting for that long, does more than Smite does, so you can pretty confidently do that. And then, especially when you've paid Tangyuan to wall off RNG. This is not the Scout versus Ming matchup that I remember. Oh god.
It's okay. You know? We're
Alright.
here for at least like another hour, so.
Yeah, I have no faith that LNG can actually break open the game with this Baron,
Yeah.
so we're still going. If you're cheering for RNG, you're still in the game. What just stunned LWX there?
We still have unkillable Udyr, we still have Sana. She's about to complete. Second item.
Yeah. Sana's still going to become incredibly strong. Reed is also problematic for LNG.
Oh,
with
they
how
pulled the
specify.
Udyr into the team. Nice.
Okay. Reed gets taken down. This is really nice. They can dive this. Oh god, the ult from Hung cuts them
Let's
up
go.
as well. This is really nice actually from LNG. I never thought I'd say that sentence this year. Oh, the massacred. Kill Ming, don't let him stop the wave.
Oh god. Are they gonna chase him all the way instead of ending the game, or what's the play here, guys?
I don't know why Ming is flashing the Q from Weiwei either. Like, do we really think we're surviving this? I guess just to buy as much time as possible, but
Yeah. It's like if they chase him instead of ending the game, then good times.
yeah, but I feel like where he flashed was like where top lane laning phase happens. Like, they're not getting back to end the game at this point.
I swear this game was just over. They could have just ended. I swear.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I agree. I just mean the flash. I don't think really made any difference to that fact.
Oh. He was trying to catch someone, wasn't he? With that flash.
Who, Ming?
Wait, no, it wasn't his flash. It was someone else's flash. Never mind.
I was gonna say his flash was just like where he was running away.
Yeah.
A million years after the fight,
I
the team's already abandoned,
time,
ending the game.
I
We
like,
can't blame RNG
under
for a
the
development
fight,
squad.
just-
Yeah, development. We're developing our MSI and world champions into passable LPL players.
Yeah. It's okay. The rookies from Ultra Prime will rise up and save LPL. I believe.
God bless Doggos Ramus.
Yukai and Jue are the future.
Yukai, there's a real argument. I think I actually sort of agree with you in a weird way.
Nice.
It's
The UP propaganda
Xiaoshu
is
as well.
being killed.
Xiaoshu will be picked up by a good team. That would be glorious. And I'll remember why I love watching Cassante.
I find Cassante very annoying.
Yeah, I was being mildly facetious. Alright, so 14-7. LNG, big lead, 6,000. They've got 3 Drakes as well. I've completely forgotten to do the Drake timers this game. I apologize, guys. And RNG arguably have the scaling comp, but they are pretty far behind at this point. I don't know if they get a chance to scale. I feel like this is very much in LNG's hands. Like, LNG can win this game if they can use, especially like the fact that the super minions are stacking top as well is kind of disastrous news for RNG.
Well, it looks like LNG wants to play around the bird. Who's not the worst, because RNG will be top to catch the group wave anyway.
Yeah.
Senna has completed her LDR now though, so that's good. For RNG, we're in a pretty good spot damage-wise.
However, Gala has finished Terminus and almost has Jack Show. So, yeah, Rookie of the Split so far, it's definitely Milky Way, and it's not even close. He's won all 3 Rookie of the Weeks.
Can't even hit Tongula uses her spells correctly. So, LWX. Okay, the Vial was completely useless.
Oh.
There's no follow-up.
Yeah, okay. Ming is starting to get pretty tanky now as well, which is bad news for LNG. I'm surprised that Wei Wei thought that was an angle. Like, I don't really see who on the team is able to follow that up in any meaningful way.
Milkman?
I might quickly refresh my stream because I think you're a solid, like... actually, I can't refresh my stream right now. Okay, we take red buff. We just go Baron. Just go Baron, guys. Okay.
Least impactful not all we've seen all day. Once again, we're taking breathe across the map. However, he's hardly taking damage.
Yeah, I mean, it's
doing now.
it wasn't exactly. Oh, okay, maybe they
Yeah,
can. Okay, nice. Maybe more, maybe more. Okay, that might be game actually.
There's no wave. There's no wave. There's wave top though. After re-kill the inhib.
Oh boy. They still have one super. But with Talia, you can just flick it out of tower range, so...
Talia's gonna stall with the ulti. I don't think it necessarily does anything, but...
Oh, nice flick
Yeah,
back
it
on
makes
Scout.
too much damage.
Redemption
Okay,
means
it's game,
meaningless.
guys. LNG1.
Jesus Christ. This was a really depressing game from RNG, honestly. LNG just...
They had some okay signs. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like RNG are really bad, so I did expect LNG to win this series, but it is, either way, it was going to be whatever.
I mean, yeah, like, I agree that RNG are really bad, but I also think LNG are really bad, so...
Yeah,
I feel like
I
LNG looked better in some of the engages today, but also had some really, really terrible moments too. Like, Wei especially had a couple of moments where he was just like walking into them by himself and just dying. Yeah, both of these teams have 2 wins on the board currently. It's a bit of a disaster. Ay, ay, ay.
That was tragic. I guess I feel like there have been games where I feel like my issue with LNG is sometimes they seem to actually have plans. Like the one situation around Dragon was pretty smart.
Yeah. And I feel like that was Weiwei's mindset for the rest of the game as well. He was trying to set those plays up and getting caught in the setup as opposed to trying to just 1v5, right? But
sadly, just so rare. Like, that's the biggest problem. Is it's just so rare. And it's like, I tried to predict, okay, based on which champions, if they have these champions, or if they have a favorable early game draft, or if they have these conditions, like, will LNG play the game? And I tried to go back through the tape and predict it, and it's just, there isn't a pattern that I could discern. Some days they just like feel like kind of playing the game. And other days they just feel like slowly rolling over and letting people like prod them with a stick as they die. Like, it's very...
I still can't get on board with this early Graves pick as well. Like, I'm not sure what this was meant to achieve. Like, if we're getting it with Karma, then like I'm more on board, that kind of thing. But I don't really feel like it had any space to actually impact this game.
So it's like the Karma at home,
I guess.
I mean, I don't mind it with Senna. My biggest issue is just its lack of range, and the fact that if you're picking it into Hui, because Hui was picked pretty early too, and you know that there's like AP poke damage that's going to make your game really hard.
Sorry, I've just seen someone in my chat is called LNG Scout is best. I am so sorry for you, friend. You must be having a really rough year so far. So far, that has not been the case this year. Okay, here we go. Udo ban, Jax ban. Jax ban? Oh? Are we first picking Zinzao now?
I don't know. Cassante? I don't know. Maybe.
No idea why we're betting Jax.
I don't know.
Okay, we're first picking Karma. Weiwei's going to take Zinzao, though.
Maybe they're looking for TF? I don't know if they bet Jax.
Maybe?
So I'm trying to think, like, what do I absolutely think Jax is good into? And it's just TF. Maybe Zin. Maybe Zin. It could be Zin. Karma Zin?
But that's, yeah, that was my logic, is you're banning. But then
Jax.
LNG just have the chance to lock Zin for themselves here. So
yeah, but they decided to go Senna instead.
Oh, you're ahead of me again. But is the stream quality on Discord any good? Can you watch the game on the Discord stream, or?
I can do that.
Only if it's like good enough. Like, don't.
Yeah, the quality was fine when you were sharing before.
Just means we're a bit more synced up.
See if I can find your. There it is. Okay.
Thank you.
Nice.
Do you feel bad for LCK casters Munchables? Yes, I do. I've done really long tech pause days before. You don't have enough to talk about to fill for 4 hours. Like, you just don't. And you don't get paid any extra. It's not like they get overtime. They get a day rate. So whether the day is 2 hours long or 10 hours long, they get the same amount of money. Like...
Wait, they're not even picking Zen? What?
The fuck? Maybe
they're
just banning Jax because they want to play Kalista and you're afraid of close range?
I don't know.
I don't know. This is a weird Jax ban.
Varus Filio? Yes. Varus Timer also good. I'm down.
Okay. Nice. Let's punish Renata for playing blind Renata. I like it.
Yep, finally. Oh, we did see this. I remember this was like when they picked that Ezreal support yesterday into the Heimer. That was another atrocious pick.
The Ezreal. Oh,
Yeah.
bless.
Wait. Oh, they banned Tristana. Okay. Tristana ban. That's kind of weird. I would assume you'd want to ban like AP jungler or something. Like.
Could be an Akali ban angle.
I think it makes sense to go like 80 mid AP jungle on this window just because you have Heimerdinger already. And a lot of times teams when you pick Heimer try to do it with like 80 top and mid or only one AP source. So maybe that's what RNG's logic is. Like we're gonna ban Trist here because it's gonna be lethality, Varus, most likely. Usually when you have like Varus Heimer, it's poke based, so it'll be like lethality, Varus, and Heimer. And then we're banning DPS mids like Trist.
Okay. Come on, Breathe. Lock the Gwen. Please lock the Gwen, dude. This is more like it. Breathe's Gwen is sick. It's a good matchup into the Cassante. I've been wanting people to lock Gwen against the Cassante all fucking year.
They did. There was at least one Gwen, but unfortunately the team was absolute shit and
Unfortunately, they were absolute shit.
Gwen almost saved the draft because the draft was really terrible outside of the Gwen, and the Gwen had like a 1v9 angle, but the team was terrible, so they just couldn't play it. Yeah,
I love the Gwen in this game, honestly.
It should be fun. I mean, hopefully Vi actually play their, or LNG actually play their comp because their comp is really fun. I do overall still like RNG's draft. Unfortunately, it's like the Lee Sin Karma again, but
yeah, I feel like RNG have a lot of proactivity. Talk me through the LNG draft a little bit. Like, what's the dream scenario? How do they mosey this?
Yeah, for this one, they're gonna go for the poke bot. So they really have to win ball lane, in my opinion. Otherwise, but on the other hand, like RNG don't have a lot of tank champions, so it's not like it's going to be hard to kill the enemy champions.
Yeah.
You also have Talia Vi into Kalista, which makes it very difficult for Kalista to play the game. Gwen, I think, is the main thing that can actually win the game for them, because Gwen will be pretty good into like any kind of hard commit or any kind of angle where they all in and nullify damage. However, if you keep in mind that LNG also have a lot of poke, then Gwen's usefulness like falls off quite a bit. So I think LNG's draft is just like very hard winning as long as they can execute on it, and could be 2-0 day. Could be a double 2-0 day.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I'm a fan of the Gwen. I'm ready for a bit of Gwen-based action. I love that every single time you get a Heimerdinger in the game, the entire team just runs into the bottom lane. Like, you cannot... Obviously, everyone knows you can't let the Heimer just set up turrets. You have to come and contest, but I always like that everyone runs down here. I always like the dream of a scrap here.
It's like, oh, something interesting happened in the game. Woo!
Exactly,
it's not just the same 5-point look at each other over and over again.
Exactly. That is Kelsey Moser. She's joining me for today as we kind of semi-cast the games, I suppose, to some extent.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Not really casting, but semi-casting.
I like I do really like the... Oh, I have to change scene, right, guys? My bad. There we go.
Oh, same.
I do really like the... I mean, I really hate that... I really like that teams are more consistently picking Talia into Kalista. I think it's really good.
Yeah, I think the Talia priority recently in LPL is really strong. I think it, you know, kind of cripples a lot of these teams. It's even going to be good into the Gwen as well, assuming that the trend isn't up at the time.
The biggest problem with Gwen in this game is like, yes, the top lane matchup is good, but there's so much like consistent poke damage that you can easily play around the Gwen W.
Yeah.
So makes it a bit more annoying to play the jump. If they're going for like some hard all-in with Vi, like Talia knock up into Vi, or like Varus ult, timer, ult grenade, whatever, then Gwen is really useful. But if they just like play patient, then, which I mean that's literally all LNG do, is it's like watching paint dry, then then I think this comp can be good for them. So we'll see.
All right, we'll see how they go. Jungler's pathing bot. And you know, we were talking about double range bot does need to win, so good to see Wei Wei moving down to that side of the map. I don't really feel like there's much of an angle for Wei to get involved bot lane in a significant way, aside from maybe like try and dissuade a dive. But realistically, I don't think Gala and Hung, even with Wei Wei there, are. Varus Heimer's not exactly a hardcore dive the enemy tower composition, is it? So.
What's your opinion on the
Hey. Hang on one second. Thank you very much for the super chat, Yob. I appreciate that. Sorry, what were you going to say?
What's your opinion on the Lee Sin Karma lane matchups mid jungle, since we've now seen it twice?
I mean, I don't think it's ideal, but I do. I think that there is a window to use it in that, like, you both have quite a lot of burst damage, right? Especially once you're like one item with Karma, like the mantra Q onto like an AD carry or a mid laner does a serious chunk of damage. You can, I guess, sort of play sheer damage pick with it. I mean, I still don't think it's very good. Like, compared to the pick of like a Talia Vi, it's obviously terrible, but yeah, I don't know.
The thought process should be that Lee Sin can fight as much as possible, right? So you would expect with a comp like this, you would at least be looking for like a level 1 invade versus Vi on top side. That would be my assumption. Especially since you spot Heimer, so it's like as soon as you're contesting the wards, Lee Sin is in position on top side.
Okay, here we go. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Nice.
Oh,
no.
no.
It's a disaster.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, it couldn't have gone any worse. Okay, scout flashes towards jungler. Oh my god, he's actually alive. The pot's ticking.
There's no
Wait,
go back.
finish this? I don't know if he can, honestly.
I don't think he shouldn't get anything here. Like, Karma's gonna come and shield, I think. Yeah.
Oh, the Heimer damage! Oh, Scorch isn't enough. Oh my god. That could not have been any closer.
Yeah, that was terrible. I mean, it could have been worse. They could have gotten a double.
Well, true. I like the idea from RNG, but that was the Q missing from Wei was pretty unfortunate.
How does you miss that? Actually,
I don't know. Like, Scout's not going to juke into the
tether,
root.
no?
Yeah.
Like he's already over the side. Karma's already reacting. You just wait for tether to proc, and then you just get the Q. And that's guaranteed, no?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That was just not it. That was just not it. I don't know. Terrible. So going back to your point earlier of do I like the Lee Sin Karma? Absolutely not. Not if it's played like that. Fuck yeah. No.
Results-based analysis. It's terrible.
It's fucking terrible. If that's what it looks like, it's garbage. Oh, God.
I think it should be a better duo. Like, again, it should be a better duo for peeling. Cause you have, like, the shields. You have, like, to an extent, like, really good zone control from the Lee Sin R, which is basically what your goal is going to be later on in the game. But I don't know. It's an interesting combo. I feel like if you're playing Lee Sin Karma, you want to play really well early game, and then you just want to use like as much utility as you can to protect your AD carry.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
What a start. Well, LNG
The-
looking good. Looking good.
yeah, I mean, good for LNG. Varus is up like 10 CS, so.
Okay, the flash handshake. They should be able to kill Hung here at very least. Oh, the stun on
Oh,
LWX.
nice. Taliyah OP.
Yeah. Scout's finally having a good game. Let's go. It's only
Taliyah
taken half
knock-up
the
in
split.
choke. Unavoidable. Undodgeable. Too good.
Scout's just really good, okay? Just trust me. Trust me. It doesn't. It helps that, you know, they completely fucked trying to dive him, and, you know, now we're fighting a drive rush, but either way, he's still having a good game, and I'm going to celebrate that. Wei could maybe steal this, but he is outnumbered pretty badly. WX and Ming are on the way. Wei's level 6. Okay, you got to back away, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Zabel44. I didn't hear a notification. Thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you.
Nice. All right. They're 1,000 gold up. They've got the first Drake. We can reset and go topside. You love to see it. I love the engage from Ming, but alas.
Oh, knock-up.
Okay, on live, LNG are being a real cheeky bot. See ya.
Goodbye, Ming.
I
Ming, Ming is like trying to get that game to end faster. It's the only explanation.
I love that, you know, Wei is playing around the fact that RNG want to go topside for the grubs and probably expect him to go topside for the grubs to get yourself a free kill. When you've already got the super strong bot lane too, so you can zone the Kalista away from CS and get plates. Feels fucking good.
We need the RNG copy pasta in chat. There we go. I dropped it.
What is it? Ming LXG starts a fight because they're behind.
It's the. It's based on. It's from the NEST co-streams.
Oh yeah.
When Ming was playing, was like running it, and then his team around him were somehow playing even worse. It's just like the meme was that he was tabbing out during the NEST games to write his retirement announcement
Nice.
in Wave.
Oh, the combo? It's Taliyah though, so Lee Sin does absolutely nothing. By the way, Breathe died top.
I feel like this draft is just so good by LNG. Actually, this draft, I don't know if it gives LNG fans hope or what. Like that could be a dangerous thing.
Yeah, I can't tell whether I should have hope in LNG from this or if it's just like RNG are truly doomed now, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny because on like week 2 or 3, I was like, okay, well, EDG are fully doomed, but at least RNG have started to look okay. That was a long time ago.
Yeah. How's that going for us now?
Yeah, not great.
I think, if anything, EDG is trending up, you know?
I mean, yeah, they've subbed Ale back in. Ale, sorry. That's all they
Ale's
needed
back.
to do to train up.
And I don't know, the JJ, there are a lot of rumors that JJ was just like not getting along well with the team. So
Maybe leave wasn't the problem.
yeah. We'll see if the JJ comes back after his injury is healed. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
I wonder what actually happened. Like, what the damage is. I hope he's okay.
I forget what the post was exactly, but it said he like fell. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard he fell in the bathroom and hurt his head, but
Yeah.
nothing more specific than that. So, because like hurt your head can be anything from like ouchie to like life-changing injury, right? So,
Yeah, and they said that he would just be out for a couple series, so we'll see.
As an LNG fan, I can tell you winning versus RNG is a bittersweet feeling. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, win's a win.
Oh.
A win is a win. Okay, here we go. Oh boy.
Well, they got the flash. It's not bad.
High value flash. Dodge 2 skill shots.
We
Let's
take
go.
those. We take those.
Alright, Drake's coming up as well. In uno moment.
Drake's up. LNG have pretty good control over the Drake spawn area. They're winning both mid bots. Hong is ready for the face check, standing on top of the Heimer ward. Or the Heimer turret. Wow. Heimer ward. Heimer turrets are now called Heimer wards.
I mean, honestly, on support Heimer, early game, it does really feel like they are essentially wards.
Yeah. They don't do that much.
But later on, oh baby.
Yep. I do like the bush camp strat. Just like sit in bush, wait for someone to come in, and then press R grenade, and then watch them die.
You got lethality of arrows one-shotting. Vi can come over. Nice Drake for LNG. They do lose 6 scrubs. I don't think they really care that much.
No.
Gwen would be a problem though. Like if Gwen manages to kind of sit in a side lane for a long time, the 6 scrubs can be a problem. But
No 6 or 5 grubs this game. Oh, no, wait. Actually, it's
what are you talking about? Yeah.
He's gonna have 6. What? Okay, I'm trolling.
I was like, there definitely
I was
is.
like, oh, for some reason, I thought it was like a red HP bar. What is happening?
Oh, they were getting the Drake. So that's what, 13, 15 for the Drake? I'll start doing the Drake timer again. I've been bad at that today. And I'll draw a little dragon for you guys.
Yeah, I'm watching, so guys, the stream that you're watching is just me. So I'm watching the stream that Munch is sharing with me, so I'm not actually watching what you guys are watching. I guess I could.
Is it desynced pretty bad?
I don't think it's too decent, but it is ahead, so you'll just have to listen to us react to things with slightly delayed today.
I still have not yet to. I've yet to figure out how to do a co stream without like some level of desynchronization. Me and Rob were trying to figure it out, and we just couldn't get it. Because like none of the Chinese websites are very good at like on YouTube. If you watch the stream, you can pause for a second and sync up. None of the Chinese websites seem to work that well for that kind of thing.
The only thing I can think is like maybe if you just broadcast the feed to like a YouTube restream or something, and then both people watch off of that. That's all I can think.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would kind of, like I guess you could stream the Discord window, but that does then get a little risky on streaming Discord.
Yeah, it's not the greatest.
Yeah, you'd have to do a pop out and be very cautious on all of that stuff.
Yeah, you basically can't check Discord word.
Yeah.
I mean, but the quality that you have isn't bad.
Yeah, I paid for Nitro so that I can stream at decent quality because me and Rob were doing some streams together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well, this is a one-sided game of League of Legends, isn't it? They should get themselves a Herald. Already got bot tower. They can use Herald to open up mid. They've got a 3,000 gold lead. They've got 2 Drakes.
Sort of his team's win con at this point.
Yep.
But he didn't even do that well in his winning matchup. So, without, like, there wasn't even much jungle attention top either. So.
The fact that he died the one time that Wei Wei went top is pretty disastrous. Okay. Big flash. Flash for flash on supports.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought Wei was gonna. I thought Wei was gonna ult LWX them for a second. I could see intent in his eyes. It's beautiful.
Scout is catching wave bots, Tang Yuan catching wave top, just normal things.
You mean exciting things?
Woo!
Exciting League of Legends things.
Catching waves.
Let's go.
There
I
was
love
that
table
one,
tennis.
There was that one day when you had like only 2-game series, right? When you were casting with Lyric, I think. And then Munch and Nightmare had like the 9-game night the next day. And it was I was just like losing my mind because it was like the LNG Weibo series. It's like, how the fuck do you watch this shit?
I don't know, dude.
Like,
Like,
yeah,
how do you cast this and like genuinely
yeah,
like cheer the teams on?
yeah, and get excited about it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, I could not. It's too hard. I think I spent the entire co-stream just complaining. And then I apologized to Chad after because I was like, I'm usually really positive and happy, but unfortunately.
Okay, so I don't know why I wrote 13-15. It's obviously 18-15. I forgot to add 5. But yeah, Drake is coming up.
Drake's coming up, guys. We see the yellow indicator. We have a lot of annoying Heimer turrets. At this point, if you try to face check and you see 2 Heimer turrets, you legit just go and you hit the T1 and you're like, maybe next time.
Nice from Tenguin, though. Gets a flash out from Gala. Take that. We take that. Flash for
I think
flash.
it is the correct call from RNG to not contest this. Just have Gwen go top and push, and then rotate into top side. Oh, wait.
It's going for scout.
Oh, they've got a karma shield. Oh my gosh. Heimer Talia. Can you imagine face checking something
How do you
more
ever move into River, even with all of the priority and catching out a carry? You still don't get River control. Okay, they got the turrets. They got the turrets. Let's get mid prio. I actually think maybe RNG are muscling a Drake out of this.
Oh, they might. And
Okay,
they are
TP's okay.
forcing it. I think they're
Oh,
too
scout.
low.
Oh, they don't know Scout's here. Okay, never mind. They're not muscling anything.
Mondra's back up. Oh, he stole
boy.
it. I mean, he dies for it, but...
Oh. Spoilers. You're like a solid 5 to 10 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, am I watching the wrong stream again? That could explain why the quality seems mysteriously fantastic right now. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now I'm watching the correct stream. We're good.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, like, watch your stream if it's if the
No,
quality's way better.
it's
Like,
good. I'd rather, yeah, like us be at the same time. I was just legit on the wrong window.
it's a good steal from Wei though. Does die? I don't think it matters that he dies too much. Gala getting a bit of gold is nice, but hey, Gala's almost 3 items actually. That was more than a bit of gold.
Make the small stream on the corner bigger. If I do that, it'll cover kind of relevant things.
Oh, 25-13 X Dragon. Thank you. 2 zone in. 25, 32. Zaibatsu, you're an absolute legend in chat. Thank you. Having a chat say thank you to Zaibatsu.
A little bit bigger, but that's about it.
Defaults, who does everyone think will win the spring split? Do you know, at this point, I really don't know, because I was all aboard the PLG hype train, but that last couple of series have been reasonably unconvincing, honestly.
They're consistently good at the same things, which is just like early game planning. Execution is kind of sus because your ball lane and your jungler aren't like mechanically insane. So
I think it's top esports. I think it's top esports right now for me.
Top esports best game phase is like early to mid game transitioning, and I think they close better than other teams. But...
Yeah, I think they're one of the best at closing.
unfortunately, we have the Epic series, so everyone's gonna point to that. But I was talking about this today with Emily, which is like the biggest problem with everyone saying LPL is shit is that there will be like a glaring error in a game that everyone will point to and say, "Oh, LPL can never beat an LCK team," right? But it's like these will be one-off errors, and LPL's always had these things, right? It's almost always been the case where there's like LPL is always like this.
Yeah, not wrong. I do feel like it's not necessarily like I think part of what's happened is that last year we had the JDG that was the JDG of last year, right? And so there was one team that was playing like not far off perfectly, even in regular season, which is a rarity in LPL to have a team that gives that much of a shit in regular season, honestly. And I feel like that has kind of conditioned people to expect there to be essentially an LPL equivalent to, you know, like a T1 that is going to decimate during the regular season, which is not usually the case. And even the teams that are usually at the top of the table are like top esports, who quite often also run it down. Oh boy, Breathe has just been railed. Okay, RNG call for the Baron. I really don't think they can do it, though, to be honest.
Yeah, they don't. They can with Callisto, for sure they can. But I mean, LNG will just poke them over the wall.
Yeah, I'm not saying, I'm not questioning their ability to kill the beast. More like, I don't think it's a good play.
Yeah, and then LNG are just pressuring the rest of the map. So I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. All right, face call.
Oh, first to close.
This is tower though. Okay, Scout's in trouble, but Tango can't really finish the job. Spell Shield blocks the Q from away, so he can't get in. TP top from Breathe just to try and get a tier 1 and answer something.
Thank you again, Vision Bets. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. More subs. You're just dropping those today.
That Vision Bet. Like, shout out Vision Bets for all of the gifted subs in both streams. Like,
yeah, I know.
Fucking goat. Very generous.
It's been a good day. Are you making bank today?
I was gonna say the bets must be going well. Hey. Alexis joins the Munch Bunch. Welcome, welcome. Another Twitter Vision Bets gifted sub. Thank you, mate. I had a feeling that was coming because last time Kelsey said thanks for the sub Vision Bets. There was immediately one. Okay. Oh man, great flank from Zika. Oh my god.
They knock up against the wall.
RNG just don't exist today. They are just being brutalized.
Yeah. And at least the last series they played, I felt like they were like winning ball lane.
Yeah.
In the laning phase. At least I don't know. This is like RNG are playing like LNG play against top teams, you know?
Yeah.
Just doing nothing.
I mean, LNG games are always pretty slow and whatever, but this RNG series is really sort of taking the biscuit. All right, what was that? 25-35 for the Drake, which means 30-35. I do feel like LNG have played better today than what we've seen from them in general. I do think that this is actually an improvement for LNG today.
Yeah. I don't know. It's very hard to say because there's definitely like missing opportunities, scouts randomly out of position very frequently still.
Yeah. Definitely. Game 1, there was quite a few mistakes.
I mean, he's still making them, right? He's just not getting punished. Like you even saw it in the last T2 siege. Like it's like, why are you standing right by the wall near red when you can get picked off like super easily? But and that him just like crossing over like that, it's like yeah, they're not gonna engage into his team, but he could lose like half of his HP bar.
Yeah. I feel like LWX is maybe giving up. don't know why he's that far up, honestly. What an exciting series of League of Legends.
Oh yeah, I mean, we knew it was gonna kind of be like this.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, at least when you have series like this, it's like you're watching LCK. The better team just wins, and it's fine. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
The least inspiring 2-0 human history.
I will say, there is a reason that I watch LPL rather than LCK.
Yep.
And it ain't because of better team always wins very slowly.
Yeah. Honestly, let's bring back the low elo games. I'm ready.
Take me back to RA Ultra Prime. They were the good days. They always tell you won't know you're in the golden years until you left them.
I just want to say, like, I've literally never not had fun watching Ultra Prime. It's always fun. Whether they're winning or they're losing, they're doing their best. They're making it entertaining.
Yeah. AL at the start of this split were like that too. AL had some really fun games to start the split. I feel like when teams don't have faith that they'll make playoffs, they become way more interesting. And I feel like AL started to have faith that they could actually do well, and they stopped being as interesting to watch.
It's not like I'm watching LCK because the game isn't paused. Well, we are now controlling the bot side. We must secure all turrets before we can end the game. All right, finally, scouts. Immediately.
Okay, big damage on LWX.
Oh, no.
Scout's actually gonna die.
Oh no!
Oh god. Breathe. This is the chance. Okay, that's all it's on there, Hey, we trade 2 for the tier 2 bot. I think we take those, right?
I mean, if you're gonna like it's like they got bored or something. LNG have been playing like this careful, like just siege every lane, use our range, style of game, and then suddenly the scout is like, "Fuck it,
right, boys, I'm going
fuck
in."
it, we ball." Ults into everyone, immediately backflashes, and baits his team to run past the tower into short range.
Great kick, by the way, from Wei. I know it's like set up for him, but still nice to see it.
They heard us complaining about the game being boring. They're like, let's fucking go.
Jesus. Immaculate gameplay, as always, from both LG and RNG. Alright, Drake coming up. Luckily for RNG, say luckily, they got LNG got Baron last time instead of the Drake, so it'll only be third Drake for LNG. That said, Baron is up in a minute, and you have a full range composition that has control of River. That is going to be hard for RNG to face check into if LNG start Baron. I think that's the one big problem I have with this composition as well from RNG is like, it's really hard to move into River if LNG are there already. Like, who the fuck is face checking?
They haven't really been able to use, like, Breeze is super ahead at this point, but it feels like he's just kind of rage splitting.
Yeah.
And they're not really coordinating around his pressure that well. So, like, for example, he's pushing all the way up top here, and they send someone to catch. They should know in advance that someone's going to have to go catch that wave, and they don't use that window to basically try to retake anything up outside or to try to take any control anywhere. It's like, oh, Slea's top now, as if they're surprised,
One thing I will say, there is a deep ward on red buff from RNG, so if LNG set up on Baron without, using sweepers and stuff, it does feel like a distant dream, but it's possible. I think that ward might remain as LNG come in, so it could be a TP play from Breathe. It's a way in, that's for sure. I don't know if they win 5v5 even with Breathe on the flank, but I will say Breathe is the most fed player in the entire game.
It really depends on if they can nullify the range advantage, because if they can hard commit, right, which they don't even have like any hard engage. So like their only hard engage is really close to ult. So if they can hard engage and they can close gap without having to face check anything and be full HP, then they can win a fight. Standing on top of LNG.
Here we go. The Breathe TP we were talking about. Scout denies entry. Aaron's taken. Waves on his own on the top side of the play. It's a fucking disaster.
Sick flank.
In the meantime, Hung 1v4 on the bot side.
Okay,
Let's
well,
go. We got
sacrifice.
high,
I mean, they're just gonna push through topside and get in mid, so it doesn't really matter.
Honestly, we got Heimerdinger. Everyone hates Heimerdinger. We see this as an absolute win. Let's go, RNG.
True. We killed the Heimerdinger. She's been the bane of our existence this entire game. We can't face check anything, so may as well.
We may not have won the game, but we got
They're
vengeance.
gonna try to pressure for the win 4v5 now, because why not? You know, makes sense.
It's 4v4 because Wei died.
Oh yeah, Hui died. That's right. I forgot. The sickest gank in the history of mankind.
Oh god, redemption doesn't work on the turret,
LWX.
guys. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
Okay.
One more hit on the Nexus. There it is.
There we go. We got it, guys.
That was miserable.
Thank you for sharing that experience with me, Month. I appreciate it.
Oh, thank you for being a part of it. What an honor. What a privilege to cast these games.
we just love LNG and RNG so much. So many great players and such a great match.
That was incredible. So guys,
Truly.
stick around if you want to see an interview with one of the LNG players.
Congratulations on the victory. The team has been struggling. I believe you did a lot of adjustment. How do you feel with this victory? We have been sucking so bad. We can't keep sucking. We need to get better.
At least he's self-aware.
They were talking about the Graves draft. And the map play and the How did you deal with that pressure? Yeah, as long as I don't die, I can be effective in team fight. They're talking about a team fight when Scout got caught, but they still managed to win 4v5. Yeah, because we got a lot of the enemy cooldowns, I think we are in a good position to fight. The next question is about game 1, the turn back fight. I forgot how she described it, and lucky for me, Zika also forgot about the situation.
因为我们下路是选择了大头嘛，就是比较打得线的英雄，所以我们只要做好下半区的进攻，就是很好赢下。
I believe they are talking about game 2 draft, and Zika was saying our bot lane is a very strong laning duo. If we can keep them safe farming and laning, it will be a smooth sailing.
科研的这样上单选项，还有像 LNG 还是比较选择，比如你的此前的格温啊，然后包括今天的奎桑提，还可以跟我们分享一下关于这个有什么你的想法吗？
这个对，就是选英雄的话是根据每个选手自己的那个特点吧，然后就是跟团队需要什么样的英雄来选择。
A lot of top laners like to do some innovation on the top lane. They like to pick some weird champions, but you seem a little bit how do you say, conservative on the champion choices. Zika answered, it's up to the team comp and the players' preference.
在赛场上感觉一直很幸福。那也希望在接下来的比赛中，
And the next question was, I believe Zika reached a milestone of 200 games or something. And yeah, he said, I'm happy and I hope I can be happy, something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much the interview. And are we doing the interaction?
God.
meeting?
There's a giant fucking chilling.
好的，首先让我们有
Yeah,
请
if you
今
want
天
to.
的第一
Oh
位
my
幸
God.
运
Like
粉丝
one
来到
out
舞台
seems
上。
keen in chat, so
欢迎来到主场观赛，有什么想
Yeah, I can do that.
说的
I
吗
got nowhere to be. I was expecting today to be a lot longer
大
than
家
it
今
was.
天赢下了这场比赛。
So am
然
I.
后我是
Oh,
高
get
选
rid
手
of
的
the
粉
fucking
丝。
dragon
Yeah,
troll.
然后
today's
长队
games
多
were
多说
surprisingly fast,
少
so
年不惧岁月长，我会一直相信你，支持你。
Blessed short
然后
games.
希望你可以成为你想成为的人，而我永远为你热泪盈
my
眶。
headphones have
然后
decided that they're
也
basically
希
not
望我们
working
LNG 后
anymore.
面的比
So.
赛可以加油赢下来。
Rip.
好的，谢谢你的支持，请领取。
I didn't hear which fan who is she a fan of? She wishes that player can keep playing good
好
and
的，谢谢谢谢。接
加油。
下来让我们有请下
I
一位
believe
幸运
it's
观众
Scout.
来到舞
I
台
assume
上，欢
Scout
迎。
since she went for the picture with him.
Yeah.
来，有什么想对战队和
It's
选手
funny.
们说的
Yesterday,
吗？
Windy actually called out. You said you were a fan of some player, but you actually take the others. What was that?
然后我是 Scout 选手的粉丝，然后想对 Scout 选手说，
Well,
就是
Scout
你
fan.
的努力和付出都会有回报的，然后相信自己，无论后面的结果如何，你都是我们的骄傲，我们永远为你感到骄傲。然后最后想帮我
Yeah, we can see your effort. We can see how hard you worked. You will be our pride. How do I translate that? You will be our.
Yeah, pride works.
You are
好的，
being
谢
in
谢
our
你的
heart.
支持
Yeah,
与祝福，请领取
you
一
are
份
being
应
our
援礼物。
heart, and you will always be.
我们一起看向前方，可以留念。好的，谢谢。接下来让我们有请今天的第3位幸运粉丝来到舞台上，欢迎。
It's the fact that the players all have these like deadpan faces. They don't even like smile when the photo is being
几个
taken.
都辛苦了，希望接下来就尽力而为，然后都赢下来吧。想对小航说，一直都相信你，希望你也一直相信自己。希望在奔赴未来的路上，我们都能有生生不息的热爱。小航加油，我也加油。
Yeah, it's to Hang, I believe. Xiaohang. That's what she said. Believe in self as we have faith in you.
Nice.
希望祝你的朋友留。我们请紫卡选手把麦克风
Oh,
传给
ask the wish from a
麦
player.
克风传给
Classic.
有一个祝福想要请 Scout 的选手送上。
You know, I believe in 2018 or 2019, the fan meeting there was a fan meeting
还
before
有什么想说的吗？
before the match. It's like if it's a home court, the home team will meet the fans, which, you know, you can see the players are on better mood before the match normally.
谢谢。接下来让我们有请今天的下一位幸运粉丝来到舞台上，欢迎。
There you go.
欢迎来到我们线下
if
主场
the
观赛
if the
有什么
team
想
has
对战队和队员说的吗？
Hang,
首先恭喜大家赢得
yeah, there's a very popular meme about Hang, but I don't think it's appropriate during stream, so we can talk about that later.
我在北京等这几个有懂我意思的吗？
Hung like a
然后我
horse.
想，我是紫卡选手的粉丝，恭喜他
啊
今
紫卡
天
紫卡饭
飘登场200场吧。
Mhm.
然后还有就是，今天的魁桑迪打得
These
特
ones
别
very
好
generously had
It's
face
Hunger
masks.
Games today.
然后可以，我有个朋友是 Scout 选手的粉丝，可以让他说一句，网一千分，GG 老师生日快乐吗？
请
One of
Scout
my
选手
friend
向
is a
听众
Scout
说
fan. I want to ask a wish from Scout, and I wish Scout wish him get 1,000 point on solo queue soon.
这样吧，祝你的
That's a
朋友
very
这个好吧
that's a very high level
生日
player.
快乐可以吗？
听不清。
祝
And
他的
happy
朋友生
birthday.
日快乐，生日快乐，
Wei Wei doesn't want to be there.
快乐
Wei Wei doesn't want to be there at all.
可以吗？好，
就是我想让紫
No.
卡选手祝
Scala as well is
小
kind
队
of
天
like
天开心，可以吗？
staring into the
那
abyss.
还需要再传递一下话
The pronunciation Hang, I think it's Hang, and it's from his Chinese name.
树洞小竹天天开心。
谢谢。
好的，谢谢，也谢谢你的支持与鼓励，请领取一份应援礼物。我们一起看向前方，贺以留念。
There was if the team doesn't have a home court before, they will have it's it's a TES appreciation day. So the TES player will go out to do the fan meeting. If I can, if my memory was there. Yeah, we fan. Yeah, it's kind of evenly spread out. Yeah, keep your form and keep healthy.
我6月份就要大学毕业了，能不能让微微祝我毕业快乐，工作顺利？
And I will I'm graduating from college in. Oh, my delivery is coming.
我有一个朋
Sorry, I
友
mute
叫
myself.
满丽，她今天也在现场，能不能让微微祝她学业顺利？
Just has got food on the way, man. Sorry, look. I'm sure Wei Wei said something real interesting right now, but I've got fucking McDonald's at the door, alright?